Welcome to EDU World Space.
Question 5. Let's consider the effects of inflation in an economy composed of only two people, Bob, a bean farmer, and Rita, a rice farmer. So we first write down their names here. So Bob, who sells bean, and Rita, who sells rice. We know that in 2016, the price of beans is $1 and price of rice is $3. So we know that the price ratio is 1 to 3. So bean is cheaper and rice is more expensive. And both of them can consume equal amounts of rice and beans. So if they want to exchange, Bob has to bring like 3 bags of beans in exchange for 1 bag of rice because rice is more expensive. Okay, so then we can answer question A, B, C because they are actually all the same question but with different numbers. So I'll just write it down, A, B, C. So in all these 3 scenarios, they say that in 2017, which is a year after, the price has changed. So for question A, the price of beans has changed to 2, while the price of rice has changed to 6. And question B is like 2 for beans and 4 for rice. And then here the same is 2 for beans and then 1.5 for rice. So the first step is that we have to calculate the ratio to simplify this number so that we can compare, right? So in 2016 is 1 to 3, the price ratio. And in question A, it is also 1 to 3. So we need 3 bags of beans in exchange for 1 bag of rice. While in question B, it is 1 to 2. So the rice is $2 a bag and the bean is $1 a bag. So we need 2 bags of beans in exchange for 1 bag of rice. And then for question C, it's like 4 to 3. So if I make it all like 1 to something, it's going to be 1 to 0.75. All right. And for all these sub questions, we have to answer what is the inflation. So I will write inflation in color blue. So from 2016 to 17, the inflation in question A for beans is like 100%. Because how I calculate this 100% is like the price now divided by the price before minus the price before divided by the price before. So it is 1, which is 100. So it is all 100 here because 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. So all numbers here are 100% inflation. While for rice, the inflation is like 3 to 6. So if we recalculate it, it is 6 minus 3 divided by 3, which also equals to 1. So it is 100% in this scenario. While in question B, from 3 to 4, it is again 4 minus 3 divided by 3. So it is going to be like 30. Excuse me, it is too big. So it's like 33% increase. The price increases by 33%. While from 3 to 1.5, the price decreased by 50%. So the relative price is the ratio we calculated here, and the inflation is the blue numbers I calculated here. Remember, you have to add this minus sign in front of it because the price decreased, so it is like a deflation. So then we can further answer the question, what happened to Bob and Rita? So here, Bob, again, I said that Bob has to take 3 bags of beans in exchange for 1 bag of rice. In question A, it is the same scenario. Bob also has to take 3 bags of beans in exchange for 1 bag of rice. So in this case, no one is better off or worse off. While in question B, Bob right now only has to take 2 bags of beans in exchange for 1 bag of rice. So Bob is better off. So Bob is happy because now relatively what he grows is relatively more valuable than what it used to be. While in Rita, her good is becoming cheaper. So Rita is worse off. So Rita is not happy. While in this case, now Bob only has to bring 0.75 bags of bean in exchange for 1 bag of rice. So Bob is even happier in this case because he is bringing fewer and fewer beans in exchange for the rice he needs. So he's very happy. While Rita is like really sad. So we can compare these 3 scenarios and answer question D, which is that it is the relative price that matters, not the inflation itself. Relative price. Okay. So the key to this question is that because they both consume both types of good, so they need to eat the what other people grows in order to survive. So the relative price is more important under this type of question.